Brave Combat Federation presents 3 5-minute rounds of professional mixed martial arts in this heavyweight bout. Introducing first, in the blue corner, fighting out of Vienna, Austria, by way of Turkey. He stands at 183 centimeters tall. He weighs in at 108.5 kilograms. He's got a professional record of 5 wins and 4 losses. Fatih Aktas! Across the cage, his opponent stands in the red corner. He fights out of Gothenburg, Sweden, by way of Croatia. He stands at 192 centimeters tall and weighs in at 101.5 kilograms. He has a professional record of 6 wins and 3 losses. Zvonimir, the Croatian sensation, Kralj!
Cannot wait to get this fight kicking off. Your man in the middle is Kevin Sataki. Sebastian, let's get it underway.
Oof, I cannot wait. Worth mentioning too that while Fatih Aktas is a natural heavyweight, Zvonimir Kralj actually moving up from light heavyweight so that he can actually have the opportunity to compete here once again in Brave.
Fatih Aktas was doing a little bit of talking in the opening stanzas there. And as we know, Zvonimir does have those devastating leg kicks. Just thunders one right in to begin.
Well, last time we saw him, he just bulldozed Samir Sadoun with 3 hard leg kicks that was very unfortunate. You could hear that shot to the cup here. Obviously unintentional. I mean, Fatih Aktas did not mean to do that. He was apologizing as soon as it happened.
And that is the problem. When throwing the inside leg kick, it's high risk, high reward. If you land the inside leg kick, it's debilitating for your opponent. If you land on the cup, I guess it's even more debilitating.
Yeah. And he is allowed 5 minutes of recovery.
Now, the interesting aspect of the inside leg kick and landing the groin shot, as the fighter who landed it, do you then become a little bit gun-shy, so to speak, or do you continue to try and throw that knowing that potentially you could get yourself penalized for it?
I feel like it depends on the fighters, and also kind of depends on the severity of it, because you can risk having a point taken away should it happen too often.
There we see it again.
Yeah, no question about that.
Why is it when you see it in slow motion, it looks exponentially worse?
It's like you feel a tingle yourself. Yeah, it's just something about that lower frame rate makes it feel.
A collective groan from every man sitting cage side here who has ever experienced the affliction of the groin shot.
And a heavyweight kick right to the pills. Obviously not a great way to start off a fight, but Zvonimir Kralj is a warrior. He's been through adversity before.
Well, right now he needs to go full Taylor Swift and just shake it off, you know? Needs to get in there and get it done. Fatih Aktas biting at the bit, ready to go. And I guess it's difficult for both fighters in a situation like this. The fighter who was the perpetrator of the kick, he has to wait around. He has to keep himself warm, keep himself focused. He can't let himself get stale there. And the fighter that has been kicked, again, is entitled to the full 5 minutes of recuperation time.
Aktas, as you said before, Phil, very adamant to get back in here, get inside the cage, and score his first victory in Brave Combat Federation. And Kralj as well was very, very happy to be able to get back in here in hopes of lining up another victory. Could make it his 6th straight if he is successful here tonight.
And what a turnaround that would be in his mixed martial arts career. I believe he started 1 and 2, and then to go on a tear, just finish after finish. Credits the GBG gym in Gothenburg for really taking his game to that next level.
Yeah. 1 and 3 even, so it was a really tough time for him, and he's been open about it. You know, he did suffer from anxiety and things like that, and you know, he was very sad about the way things had gone. But since then, it has been all victories, all in the first round.
As there seems to be a little bit of a misconception that he's purely a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy owing to his 4 submissions, but as we said at the top of the broadcast, a Swedish national boxing champion in 2017, so he really is that breed of well-rounded mixed martial artist that can do it in the standing. We've seen just how dangerous his kicks can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's credited heavyweight legend and countryman Mirko Krokop Filipovic as one of his inspirations, and obviously if there's one thing you know about Krokop, it is that he has some of the most dangerous kicks in the history of combat sports, and that is definitely not a bad fighter to model yourself after.
And for anyone who's a slightly older fan of mixed martial arts, if you choose a nickname like the Croatian Sensation, you've got quite a lot to live up there, Seb.
Absolutely.
Zvonimir doing the right thing, doing the veteran thing, doing the intelligent thing, taking all the time allotted to him.
Absolutely. There's no point in being overzealous, trying to prove something when you're not really ready to go. I mean, that's basically like getting in there when, when you're injured or something like that. There's no point in rushing things. Take the full time if needed.
And as we say, just by looking at the legs of Fatih Aktas there, they carry a little bit of power, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could hear the impact when it occurred.
And you can see even just the size of his feet. And Sebastian, you know what they say about men with big feet, big socks.
That is true. That's absolutely what they say.
Zvonimir just giving his reaffirmation to the referee that he's ready to go.
Time in. Keep it clean, guys. Let's go.
Here we go.
Great sign of maturity to take the time needed, not rushing things. I mean, he really is settling into his MMA career, something that is, evident by his 5 straight victories.
You can see he's acutely aware of just how dangerous the striking of Fatih is. He's not throwing anything just for the sake of it. He's having to throw those feints. Throws a nice little push kick to the lead leg.
I do expect we will see quite a few more kicks from Zvonimir Kralj. They are some of his best weapons, but as you said before, Phil, he is a very versatile fighter. He can get things done standing, on the ground.
That's a huge leg kick, Sebastian.
Talk about hearing the impact before. It's like he fired back with vengeance.
Oh, flying knee, but Fatih eats it. Oh, yeah, these guys are biting down on their mouthpiece.
And it almost seemed to fire up Aktas, absorbing that knee. But wow, that was amazing. He just took it like it was nothing.
Oh, like a villain from a Marvel or DC comic book, he just absorbed the power. And if anything, it seemed to make him stronger.
Yeah, he fired back with such quick abandon. I mean, wow. Fatih Aktas can take a shot.
And I think... Oh, spinning heel kick from the big man. Waiting forward, these boys are ready to fight.
And it seemed like an inadvertent clash of heads there, but nothing that either of them wanted to really take the time out to stop. Spinning attack was set up, but not completed.
That was serious dexterity from the big man.
And like we said before, I mean, he really does have a lot of weapons in his arsenal. He can get the job done in very many areas of a fight.
This fight seems to be a lot of what you would call maybe slow, quick style fighting. There's a little bit of time where they try and figure one another out. As soon as one person lands, the other not giving up an inch, not giving an edge, fires back with near reckless abandon. And it's got all the ingredients so far for a fantastic opening bout here at Brave 40.
Absolutely. I mean, they're both kind of blitzing in, picking their shots, but not being too reckless when they're assaulting in.
And you can see the reddening up on the back of the lead leg of Fatih Aktas. He seems to have the measure of those kicks now. Seems to be able to evade, just get out of the way. Bang overhand! Fatih catches him!
Fired here.
Zvonimir firing back. This is a fire fight!
Connects!
Zvonimir can also take a shot.
Smiles as he took a couple there. They're just biting down on the mouthpiece and throwing. Another knee attempt there. Misses. Oh, no. And now a inside leg kick from Zvonimir Kralj connects to the crotch.
If anything, that's one each.
Yeah.
Quiet, please.
So if anybody's keeping score, that's one kick to the groin each. But after absorbing some serious punishment, Zvonimir taking a little bit of time to recover. This could be the best potential break for him in the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it did seem for a moment where like he was a little, not necessarily rocked, but perhaps just a little bit shaken from some of those shots.
Clipped.
Yeah,
I'd say it was potentially clipped would be the best adjective to use in a situation such as this.
And you can see some redness in the forehead of Zvonimir Kralj. So obviously, I mean, we know it's Fatih Aktas has power. He's got that heavyweight power.
And again, an unnatural break in the action, so to speak. Fatih Aktas just readjusting, getting ready to go.
And either fighter really can end this fight at a moment's notice. Both guys know that. They're both respectful of each other's power, but it is kind of why they're choosing or picking their shots, blitzing in and out, and then readjusting afterwards.
And again, that's a hallmark of the bigger fighters, that they have the potential to end the fight in an instant. Let's have another look at it. And there it does just clip the cup. And again, nobody wants to see that, but we'll gladly watch the replay and complain about it.
Like a car crash, you just can't help but watch, even though it is pretty painful to see.
Again, as Zvonimir was entitled to, Fatih has 5 minutes to recover. He's happy to go. Kevin Sataki brings us back in.
All right, I am on pins and needles here. Truly, any strike can end this contest. Interesting, but he goes.
Fatih having fun with it.
At least pointing out that the kick landed where it was supposed to this time. And responds with a kick of his own. Oh, head kick!
Head kick from Zvonimir.
And then once again, Aktas just shaking it off.
And charges forward with rights and lefts of his own. This is a great way to open the card here. Both these men giving everything.
And he was kind of setting up a spinning attacker for a moment. He was turning his legs.
Oh, went for the trip takedown, has the double underhooks. Beautiful defense from Fatih. Turns it into a takedown of his own. Beautiful use of the whizzer from Zvonimir to keep things standing.
Very nicely defended from Fatih Aktas. He recognized that, defended, and even went with grappling offense himself.
Now Fatih has him pressed against the cage. I think he has those double underhooks. You can see Zvonimir has that whizzer on the left-hand side. May try and clamp down on that.
Watch your knees, watch your knees. Come on.
And okay, it seemed like a knee partially hit the cup there once again,
Come on,
but
Fatih,
nothing.
you gotta work.
Fight
You wanna stay there, you
altering.
gotta work, Fatih.
Let's see, this is a grueling position for both guys to be in.
Turn right into the 50-50 position. You can see Zvonimir has that wrist control. May use that to break and circle off.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that Aktas is actually initiating this position because on paper, you would think that he would want to keep a fight standing.
Smart head control there by Fatih Aktas, trying to get his head underneath the chin of Zvonimir Kralj. And to quote Kerrick Jennis, where kill the head, the body follows.
Well, Zvonimir tried to spin out of it there, but Fatih Aktas aware, recognized that, and not letting him off the hook that easily. There he separates.
What a scintillating first round of action here at Brave Combat Federation 40 in partnership with Bulldog Fight Night.
That was intense. Let's take a look at some of the action here from this explosive first round.
Both men winging some shots at one another, and Zvonimir, as we expected, opening up with those big leg kicks. Fatih Aktas showing his dexterity, showing just how flexible he is. And then Zvonimir, that's a clean head kick.
That was
That is
solid.
clean.
And it seemed to just really egg Fatih Aktas on.
And he stuck the tongue out, and Fatih's proven that he can take a licking and keep on ticking in a fight like this.
Oh, he is a fighter through and through. He is not get put away easily, and he is no stranger to coming into his opponent's sort of home field and scoring an upset.
Referee Kevin Sataki clears the cage. Getting these fighters primed and ready for the second round.
A second round, which I expect will be at least as intense as the first one.
Back up. Fatih.
Both these men aren't particularly well versed in going beyond the first round.
And this is the first fight in, I believe, five fights that Zvonimir has actually gone to the second round.
Fatih Aktas, of course, went the distance in that losing effort to Irman Smajic, a fight he was undoubtedly frustrated and didn't really get to mark any of his offense.
Yeah, he just never really got going there. He was constantly put on the defensive against the very accomplished and experienced wrestlers in Irman Smajic, and yeah, obviously he wants to correct that mistake here.
Fatih now trying to check those kicks with a little bit of venom to go full shin on shin, which is not nice.
Oh, spinning attack there from Kralj.
Fatih done exactly the right thing, closed the distance so they can't get full extension on those spinning attacks, showing his veteran savvy. As we've said, a former Austrian national Muay Thai champion, so he knows exactly what he's doing in the striking arts.
Oh, and another kick lands there, and seems like
That may have caused a little bit of damage to the foot. You've seen him look down here.
again.
And those low calf kicks, there's so many nerves at the back. That's a huge kick. I think he's caused damage. Zvonimir's on top, landing big shots.
Heavy ground upon here from Zvonimir Kralj.
Big shots to the head. Referee calls it. Zvonimir Kralj, 6-fight winning streak. Gets it done. Beautiful performance, predicated off the leg kicks.
Once again, those Croatian kicks. Yeah, that's right. That's what I like to see.
Comes over the cage side, screams, "Let's go, guys!" Ladies and gentlemen, have Brave Combat Federation honored something very special in the now 7-3 Croatian sensation, Zvonimir Kralj. The night belongs to you, sir.
That was fantastic. And, you know, just when Aktas was starting to readjust and check those kicks.
But that shows just the power he can put in those kicks. And then, you know, Zvonimir Kralj, one of the nicest gentlemen you will meet, but as we said, he flicked a switch, got in there, got it done. Heavy ground and pound, extends his record now to 7-3, 6-fight win streak, 28 years old, approaching his prime. What is next for this young man?
The sky is the limit for the Croatian sensation. That was a truly sensational performance. Exciting. It gave us everything we wanted and more.
Lance Murdoch, make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an explosive start to Brave CF40. Our referee stopped the action after 1 minute and 14 seconds of round 2. The winner, by way of TKO in the red corner, Zvonimir Kralj! Croatian sensation strikes again.